Starting off with the red hat shader. It completely changes your game over here with this nice bright vibrant lighting and the darker defined shadows as well. The sky also looks absolutely phenomenal. We can see the realistic sun over there, and of course we have dynamic lighting over here. Our player shadow is moving along with us, but the major highlight with this shader definitely has to be the water. The water looks absolutely majestic. It's nice and reflective, but here's how the sunset does look like. The sunset looks absolutely phenomenal, majestic. You can see all the different shades of yellow, orange, all that good stuff, and it's all being reflected on the water as well. Next up, we have the exposure shaders. The exposure shaders is actually one of the most vibrant shaders that I've ever seen in Minecraft, and of course we do have darker and more defined shadows everywhere we do go. The water has phenomenal animations, as you're able to tell over here, and here's how things do look like underwater. Yet again, super duper sick. In addition to that, we have these nice realistic clouds everywhere we do go. Here's how the sunset does look like. The sunset looks absolutely spectacular. We can see all of the different clouds actually change color. Next up, we have the zoo shader. The zoo shader is a classic Minecraft shader that has always surprised me and looks absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, we do get brighter lighting, but we also do get more darker and defined shadows as well, which is definitely another major highlight. And in terms of the water is made to be incredibly reflective, and you can see all the different animations from it as well. But just traveling and exploring with this shader pack will be a completely different experience for you guys. My favorite thing with this shader has to be the sunset. The sunset looks absolutely phenomenal. You can see that it's being reflected on the water as well. Next up, we have the Slidera shader. The Slidera shader is made to be incredibly bright and vibrant, but what I really love is the phenomenal sun rays that we do get from the shaders. Now, in terms of the water looks incredibly fantastic. We actually get a little bit of purple on the water as well, which I believe is actually pretty unique. And in terms of the sky, of course, we do have nice and beautiful realistic skies over here. Now, the sunset is truly where this shader does shine. As you can tell, we get this beautiful sunset over here that actually has a bunch of sun rays over here, and it's reflecting on all the terrain and even on the water as well. Next up, we have the Astral X shaders. The Astral X shaders is definitely made to be a more low-key shader. As you're able to tell over here, the colors are actually not very bright or anything like that, but we do get really cool motion blur whenever we do like move around and stuff like that, so that is definitely something to note. You also notice that in the sky we get like these really cool seagulls or birds, I'm guessing, over here, which definitely does add to the atmosphere of the shader. And yet again, we do have realistic water over here, which looks absolutely sick over here. And of course, the sky is made to be realistic over here, and I really love how the sun looks like. It looks a little bit cartoony, but I honestly really love the uniqueness of that. But here's how the sunset does look like. The sunset is absolutely phenomenal over here. You can see the sunset being reflected on the water over here and on the terrain as well. We get a bunch of stars everywhere, clouds. See you later, French fries.